Let me explain these rules because sometimes this gets a little funky on this show, okay? There's 24 seconds on the clock, but you get 12 seconds and you get 12 seconds. You both don't get 24, right?
This man don't need 12 seconds. 3.2 seconds.
All right, give and go. In that case, we're going to go 3D first. Does Andre Iguodala improve the championship chances for the Miami Heat?
I'm going to say yes. I think the intangibles that he brings to the table, and obviously Miami understands that his gear kicks in, Sekou, when the playoffs get here. Finish up the season being a good leader, you'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I think 3D, if you're talking about improving their chance to win a title, absolutely. But now they got to get through the Eastern Conference playoff chase first. You got to get to the finals and have a chance to get there to even think about using the best traits that Andre Iguodala has.
Will small ball work long-term for the Houston Rockets because it's working short-term?
Long-term, what you talking about, till All-Star Weekend? What we talking about?
You didn't see the play on words there.
I'm just saying.
Short-term, long-term?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It depends on what you consider short-term and long-term. We're talking about for the next
aspirations for Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
No, come on. When you get to the playoffs and that game slows down 3D, they're going to have to be able to manufacture possessions in the half court. They're going to be woefully undersized to do that against the Los Angeles Lakers, the Denver Nuggets, Clippers. Way too many obstacles in the way for them to play small ball all the way to a title.
Chris, I get excited, unbuckle my jacket, get the popcorn. Short term, that's a lot of fun to see some ISO ball. Long term, there's no way to win a championship small ball.
How about the Lakers in the West? Will they hold down the top spot when we get to the end of the season?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say LeBron James's specialness will figure out a way to get that second unit to play better basketball. I know the Clippers are knocking on their back door. Denver, I'm a little down on, Sekou. I think the Lakers figured it out.
Well, if you add another ball handler and facilitator and Darren Collison, who was hanging out of the game with Jeannie Buss,
there you go.
There's an opportunity for them to hold that down. But you know what? Do they want that, or do they want to win the championship? I'll take the championship. You can take that number 1 seed.
I like that.
Well, we've seen a lot of videos of guys joining new teams. D'Angelo Russell, one of them in Minnesota. I guess we're going to go long-term here because clearly this season, can he be the long-term answer for Karl Anthony Towns in Minnesota to finally make them a playoff team?
Listen, what are you saying?
They got bigger problems in Minnesota. I've been saying this for 2 days. They got bigger problems in Minnesota than one player. How many times did Kevin Garnett make it out the first round of playoffs during his tenure in Minnesota?
One time.
One time.
Yeah.
This is not about Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, D'Angelo Russell. This is a bigger issue than that.
I have to agree with you, Sekou. I love D'Angelo Russell. I like what he does. Obviously, Cat was off to a great start before the injuries. I don't see those two guys stopping anybody.
Well, the guy that was in Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins, was that a smart move for the Golden State Warriors?
I'm going to say yes because I know there's a world of talent in there, and I think Steve Kerr and his coaching staff, I think they will get him in the lab and they will bring the best out of him. And playing against a healthy Steph Curry, a healthy Klay Thompson, there's no choice but to get better.
They're going to polish his game up in Golden State. They're going to grow his mentals and get him to play in a totally different style. He gets to slide into a spot that Harrison Barnes and Kevin Durant have held down the past few years. That's a good place for a talented young wing like Andrew Wiggins, and now it's a matter of taking advantage of his talents with superstars around him.
I'm sorry, I heard the shot clock. I didn't see it go down.
I saw it go in.
Will OKC win a playoff series?
Okay.
That's a tough one. It depends on the matchup. I think they're capable, but you're asking a lot depending on where they slot in that playoff order in the Western Conference. If you get maybe the 6, 5, you got a better shot. You get 7 or 8, I don't see them beating either one of the teams that will be in those top 2 spots.
Yeah, when our producer threw that question out there early in the meeting, I said, my producer's crazy. But now after I thought about it, you're right, Sekou. If you get the 6th seed, you don't got to deal with the Clippers or the Lakers.
You got a chance.
You got a chance, maybe upset Denver, maybe, yeah.
I mean, you got to look at OKC since Thanksgiving. What is it, 25-9 now?
Well, hold on. They have the perfect mixture of small ball with the 3 guards, but still having that caveman down low and Steven Adams. I can believe that a little bit more.
It's regular season, Chris. Don't forget that now. We get excited.
Yeah.
It's regular season.
Chris Paul, that veteran leadership.
That guy, though. I like that young guy right there.
Gilgeous-Alexander. 3 names, Sekou.
Yeah.
He's dangerous.
And he got 3 levels, too.
He got 3 names, an acronym, SGA. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it.
Just long as you put him in the game.
School.
Just put him in the game, all I would say.
Shea Gilgeous Academy.